Hey there, boys and girls. Welcome back for another Secondhand Adventure video. Today, I wanted to share with you some gear. Oh, wait a second. We don't talk about new gear here. We really only discuss the stuff that's worked and has been around for a minute. So we'll check in back with what's in that box another time. Good morning. So what I really wanted to show you guys today was this big, heavy hunk of backpack I've been using for about, 2 years now. I took it on the Appalachian Trail with me, and I did a 300-mile section hike. Met some really great folks, put up some videos. You guys want to go back and look at those, they're kind of neat. So the pack itself weighs 3 pounds and 9 ounces, almost 4 pounds for the backpack. Now, if you couldn't tell, I took the brain off pretty quick when I was in the Appalachian Trail and got rid of that because it was some weight. And I started chopping things out of it, like the hook that holds your water bladder. I do use a water bladder system, but I don't need it to hang in there. I just throw it on top. You know, straps off the front or sides or back that I didn't need anymore. I just chopped them out and got rid of them. Started pulling things off the pack. And I kept pulling things off the pack, and now it's about 3 pounds of a backpack. But you know, it's a nice pack. It still rides great. It is really comfortable. It's got really thick shoulder straps, a really thick belt pouch, or not belt pouch, but you know, belt padding is really thick there. These well, let's just do this. Now, it's a little lighter. Alright. So, I was saying hip belt pockets actually are adjustable, and this can help you adjust the curve of your belt. If you want it more form-fitting or whatnot, you put the belt on and then you loosen these guys up and cinch them into place, and that gives you the ability to change kind of the shape of the belt, if you were, to a certain degree, as well as gives you the ability to change how your pockets are riding on the belt itself. Like just laying flat there, that's kind of where it lays. You grab your tab there somewhere, and you know, if you need a little bit higher angle, you can adjust that this direction to get, you know, easier access, or this direction if you know, for whatever reason you need to shift and adjust these. They work their way around just pretty darn good. The belt goes through the, or the, you know, clip for the belt goes through behind those pockets there, and it's got that kind of forward pull, which I kind of like for adjusting on the trail and while you're hiking and what have you, getting a good cinch. You want to rely on your hips to help carry that weight. You saw these hip pockets, but I don't think they're very big, in my opinion. They're really not that large. And this one, you can see I kind of keep some ditty bag things. This is my Deuce Scoop. It is a 7-inch hiker trowel, cat holing, etc., whatever you need a small shovel device for. That's what it's for. But it barely fits in that pocket there. Just barely fits. It's a handy place to store it, but the pockets could be a little bit bigger, I think. Just my opinion. If I wanted to fit some camera clutter in there or what have you, it would be a little easier. These are the lenses to my Osmo Pocket we're shooting with right now. The lenses to my Osmo Pocket just barely fit in here top to bottom. I could probably fit a second case this size in here with them, but that's about it. You know, they're just not that very big. It's got a really interesting sort of load adjustment system. For me, I'm used to really old packs and big heavy packs and old gear. So as things kind of get new, they're pretty neat to me. So what the paragon does, and it's got Velcro back here, like you can hear me. It's got Velcro back here that hold the shoulder strap plate in between the pack and the padding. Once you've loosened all the Velcro in here, you can slide this guy up and down inside this kind of area, this gap between the pack itself and the foam and mesh that kind of makes protection for your back. So that slides up and down to kind of adjust for your torso setting. I'm a bigger fellow. I think I have a 22-inch torso, which isn't too small. And this pack fits me great with plenty of room to spare. You could be quite a bit taller, probably 6 inches more in your torso than me, and get along just fine in this pack. It's got lots of attachments up here on the straps if you want to hang things like my hand sanitizer is always there. Sometimes if I'm wiping my face down, I'll throw my glasses on one of these hooks, or I will throw a bandana on here to kind of wipe my sweat or snot as I'm going down the road. So those come in handy. Your sternum strap, you know, basic clip sternum strap, but the actual attachment point has a little kind of hook, if you will, for the hose to a water bladder system. And I do use, like I said, a water bladder system, so I run my bite valve through there pretty often. It's just kind of convenient to keep it centralized towards your mouth. I still left some of these compression straps on the bottom here because maybe I want to throw a sleeping mat or a bear can or who knows what underneath of there. It does have a bottom entry here, so you can, in theory, separate, say, your sleep system on the bottom and then clutter and food and stuff up top. However, I don't really use this. I never do, never did. I like a top loader. It's simple, it's easy. So in that effort, the little panel that you can flip inside, I cut out. Now, I didn't remember to cut out the clips that hold it into place, but I cut that panel out of the back here because I don't need that separation in there. I do all of my organizing myself. One of the things that I did like about this pack is it's got this little cinch at the top. It's not a roll top pack, which is fine. I don't mind having a roll top or not, but you know, it's been really easy to get in and out of. I've heard some other hikers complain about how easy it is to get in and out of their pack or not, and they don't like it, or maybe it takes up space. It's got a nice wide opening. Down here is a neat little bit. In here is kind of this space for your lumbar area that just helps create a little extra breathing room in between there. Now it is a frame pack, and you can see that frame there a little bit maybe. There it is, kind of the green line there, metal stays. And you can also see them here up top. You know, metal stay there. And it's got this interesting sort of internal stay. This was kind of new to me. They sew in a plastic sort of frame there with some sort of, I'm assuming, hard plastic, rigid, you know, frame piece in the center there. But it's just sewn into the pack. It isn't attached to anything. It's just sewn in. And it does provide quite a little bit of kind of rigidity against flex or things kind of poking through into your back a little bit. And that's one thing I never had a problem with. 57 pounds, no jabbing me, poking me. It was heavy, very, very heavy, but it was comfortable. It was very comfortable. It just wore you out. It took it out of you. So I think this season, this is one of the pieces of gear I'm going to be upgrading. I'm going to be trading in, if you will, for something lighter weight, something less than 4 pounds. Like I said, I know I've chopped it down to about 3 pounds now. 3 pounds is still a bit heavy for me for a backpack. I don't know where we're going to land just yet. I'm playing with gear and lightning loads and seeing how small I can cram things down and what I can do without, and paring down my tech gear so that it's lighter. And I'm thinking right about now I'm sitting at about a 15-pound base weight, and I'm going to try to get lighter if I can, although I'm having a hard time making sacrifices to things. Yeah, there's going to be some editing in here. Really lots of room. There's 58 liters, I think, internally in this backpack. When I started the AT, I had 57 pounds in a 58-liter backpack. That was ridiculous. They say we carry our fears with us. I was afraid of something, because I had almost 60 pounds of crap in a backpack. You don't need it. You don't need it. I really do want to say I like the mesh on the back pocket here. Back pocket is kind of mandatory for me in a backpack, because this is where I'm going to put my rain gear, my tarp, my stakes and guy lines, things like that, that I don't care if they get wet or dirty. I'm probably going to go back into the pack wet and dirty, so I just store them there. But I tend to be timid of stretchy fabrics, because the industry was using for a while just kind of spandex back here on a lot of packs. And I mean, I had a Kelty pack that was a neat little pack, I guess. It was a different part of the system, but it had spandex pockets, and the spandex just tears through. You put a Mountain House meal in it and you've ripped it. You shove a Sawyer water bladder in there too hard and you might have ripped it. Throw your tent stakes in there, that was dumb. You probably just ripped it. I don't want to spend that much time re-sewing up my gear to keep it functional out in the backwoods. This particular stretchy stuff is really quite durable, in fact. I've started to put some wear on it, obviously, and I could probably just stitch that back up. And this comes from stuffing way too much stuff in here. Oftentimes I'll throw my Tyvek ground sheet in here, I'll throw my tarp in here, my rain jacket, rain kilt, my rain mitts go in here, my hammock straps will go in here. It gets packed full in this little pocket here. And this material has really been tough for the backpack. It's really been tough to destroy this pack. Pack's got pretty good load lifters. One of the things that I like about the very thick foam that they do have on the straps and the backing here and what have you is that it's not triangle shapes cut out of it. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not, but it really helps with the breathing. I guess you can. It really helps with the breathing back here, having some kind of airflow through this area, having a little bit of an arch to your backpack, having a little bit of a space that creates airflow down here in your lumbar area, which isn't a bad place to store things like gloves or something if you're going along. Just kind of stash them back there. Careful, they might fall out, but you can get away with it. It was been a really great pack for me. I really enjoyed it. I don't know how it compares to lighter weight gear, lighter weight rigs, but we're going to find out. That's it, guys. That's the Gregory Paragon 58-liter pack that I have chopped up and been using for the last 2 years. Thanks for dropping in. We'll see you on down the trail.